a very warm greeting from our institute. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it full screen now? Yeah, is it full screen? Yeah.
Yes.
The topic is femtosecond laser-assisted sutureless deep anterior lamellar keratoplasty. Traditionally, we have been observing DALK being performed by manual, big bubble, and suture-included femtosecond laser, but the issues are many, especially the suture-related. So can we circumvent it? Yes, by performing sutureless femtosecond laser technique, as we expect more firm apposition between donor and host cornea. So that's how we innovated this technique. And the purpose is to evaluate the outcome of this newer technique. This is a prospective study. We have taken 10 eyes with corneal scar as a pilot project. And the depth of the opacity was assessed by basically ASOCT. And this is the surgical technique where we feed the donor cornea, especially the thickness and the diameter that you can observe here, and the side cut. And this is the recipient where we expect the donor diameter to be similar to that of recipient. So this is the technique which I would like to share with you all. So this is the donor treatment data. You can see that the diameter is 7.5. This is the donor cornea that is being, we are taking the donor lenticule with the help of femtosecond laser. This is 7.5 millimeter diameter donor cornea that you can observe. And this is, we are using that SMILE instrument. That's what we call as the hook or Sinskey hook. So now we have taken the donor tissue. Now the treatment data on the recipient bed, the diameter has to be same, the side cut has to be 90 degree. We prefer little lesser thickness in this because we expect the donor cornea to be little swollen because of its storage. And this is the laser which we are applying in the donor, sorry, in the recipient. And this is what we have got, again 7.5 millimeter. The cuts are very, very accurate, and they don't have ragged edges basically in this technique. So we have gone almost to the depth of 465 micron, and this is the donor tissue which we have placed. You can see a very well apposition, and we have made adhere to the surrounding host cornea with the help of only fibrin glue. Here we haven't used any suture. And then the bandage contact lens application. So we have followed the patients after the surgery, and we have basically looked for BCVA, keratometry, and complications. Now, this is a demographic profile which you can see here. And we have taken the mean thickness of the recipient lenticules and mean diameter, as you can see. And this is of the donor lenticule, which is more as compared to that of recipient. And this is the mean BCVA that we have got from pre-op. It's to the tune of 3/60. It has improved to around 618. And this is the post-op astigmatism at 6 months to the tune of around 2 diopter. If you look into the complications, we haven't got any complications actually. So first thing is it really DALK? Yes, because we are approaching almost 50 micron to the descemet membrane. What about the edge effect? You can see the edge almost, tuned to the host cornea in 1 month. How strong is their position? We have done 3 phacos following it with normal parameters, and we haven't found any case of popping off the graft during the procedure. So the stability is quite well achieved. So it's a very promising technique, and I think it has the ability to change the practice pattern in the future. However, we require a large cohort to finally conclude the results. Thank you.
It's a nice video. The cases which you have selected of opacity of the same, like the depth you are taking from the recipient, the same thickness you are taking out, or depends upon the opacity of the density of the cornea of recipient.
Ma'am, thickness we evaluate preoperatively by ASOCT. And then depending on the depth of the opacity, we just take 5 micron more than that. Nothing.
Very interesting, Dr. Sathi. I think it's a very elegant surgery what you have shown. And yes, I think the future will be done that way. The only issue is that if they are dense scars, then the femtosecond will not help in such cases. We have to go back to our treatments.
Yeah, this is our observation also. But still it is doable, sir, maybe because at least some part, especially in the periphery, if you see it's clear, then the position becomes very clear, and that part you can take care of by the crescent.
Yes, I agree with you. And those areas, as you told, you can dissect it gently.
Yeah,
because where they are not densely adherent to.
Yeah.
Hello, I just want to ask you. Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing, sir.
What is your failure rate in such case?
I have already shown that there were no complications, sir. And in addition to that, I have also shown that what usually comes to our mind, that how strong is their position. If there's a trauma, then how the graft will be taken off in post-operative period. So we did 3 phacos in such patients by Stellaris machine with normal parameters. We even didn't, reduce the bottle height or something of that sort. So we have found that it's gone well. So it's the practical thing which I'm telling you, sir, that we didn't get any popping of these tissues. Obviously, I was scared of that, but fortunately I didn't get. So it means that the firm stability gets achieved with time. That's what I can say.
Do you find that BCL, bandage contact lens, will help you post-operatively? Do you keep it?
No, sir. Actually, we firstly, the firm apposition between the host and donor tissue. That is the beauty of femtosecond laser, because you get exact cuts. We are taking same diameter. You have seen in the video also. That's one. Second, to further reinforcement to this, we have glue also. So I think glue also giving some sort of scarring at that local site. That's 2. And third, bandage contact lens usually doesn't help, sir, in this, but that's just because since we are applying glue and there was epithelial defects, so just to circumvent over those things.
Thank you.